Hello, hello. Mic check. I think the microphone looks good. Hello, Baduk Alpha. Yes, I can. Okay, what am I looking at? Yeah. What am I looking at? Oh, this is cool. This is an OGS skin. Neat. Hello, Arsa. Wednesday, August 20th, 2 a.m. Clock says it's 5 days, increments 1 day, 12 hours per move, up to a maximum 1 week, pauses on weekends. This is going to take forever. $53 players already. It's pretty good. Yeah, YouTube is nice, but it lags. Got a lot of people in here. Yeah, it's a really nice looking page. Kind of buggy. I'm assuming it's buggy for the OGS. Thank you for the follow, Triumph.
Triumvirate Zero just followed.
Ah, if it's on light mode, it doesn't show the text. That makes sense. Well, on dark mode, it actually looks pretty cool. Like, I thought it was a completely different website. And then I realized it was OGS. Awesome, glad you enjoyed. Yeah, it looks cool. All right, it is open reviews today, so if you guys have games for me to look at, I'm happy to help you improve today. I can also answer questions if you have any questions. But today is a day where I help you improve your game. Okay, download SGF. Oh, I gotta log in. Right. Okay, let's see what we are looking at. Go ahead and give you the AI Sensei review as well. Your opening is really good. See what the performance report is. Okay, opening 75%. Very nice in the opening. Middle game, pretty low in the middle game. I guess he probably missed something. End game, 71%. Look at that. Just dominated the end game, didn't you? To 9.7%. Wow. Was the end game like one move? I feel like the end game might have just been a couple moves. Okay. Let's see what we got. We are reviewing for black. Okay. In my personal opinion, when you have a corner enclosure, Shamari corner enclosure, and they're facing each other, they both want to expand in the same direction. So that kind of doubles the value of this move, because it stops this one's extension, but also extends your own position. So now if you both build, you can see black's is a little bit bigger. So it is a very large move to play here. You could go further. This is probably not recommended at this level, because there's a lot of variations that can happen right here, but this is also a possibility. Okay. Kick, jump, perfect. Block. Oh, not perfect. Block. This is good for block. This is this sort of 2-on-2 is good for the person who can do the double Hane. So now black is building influence and white is getting cramped inside. That is why we don't usually play this one. We usually play this one. Now it's not 2-on-2. Now white has more liberties. That's the big difference. Because if it's 2-on-2, white can't exactly fight this very easily because their inside liberties are low. White has to be very careful here. This one doesn't really do any damage. It actually helps your opponent a little bit because it gives them more stones to defend themselves with. So you have to ask, why are we not surrounding? Right? Because you're supposed to be surrounding weak group. Why are we not surrounding this and getting the influence? The answer is black can just, or white can just go right here, take your base and make their own base. So now you're losing this section for these stones, but white is gaining this section for their pieces. Okay, so we want to stop that. And then we could surround. But if your opponent goes right here, you're not going to respond to that. You're going to surround them. Or you should anyway. Because surrounding is a lot more beneficial. So here you're actually helping your opponent get more pieces. So this is actually a bad exchange. Careful, you have a cutting point. So probably just here. I'm going to switch to this scene. Make the board a little bit bigger. Fix your cut, fix your cut, fix your cut. Say it all the time. The turn, I don't see a very damaging follow-up, so I think maybe now we could go down, but do we have this ladder? We do. Yeah, we have the ladder, so we're good. So I think now a big move would be nice. Your opponent's playing a lot of cuttable shapes because, as we all know and love, knight's moves are cuttable. So we could cut off white right now. Just saying, it's an option. Oh, you did. That's what you did. Nice. Oh, look at all that territory you're getting. Look at all that territory that you're getting. I don't understand this move. This would be very large. This is getting to be very, very large. I mean, look at this chunk of the board. It's getting to be very, very large. Yeah, it's getting to be very, very large. Yeah, the problem with your attack is not all of these moves are Sentai. If I was going to play on the left side, where would I play? Well, there's a couple options. First off, we need to realize the left is very flat because both of these pieces are on the third line. So I could probably just shoulder hit. Build some section while keeping white flat. Could shoulder hit down here, but I think white might use this actually to get to the bottom. But we can still build like some section or whatever in the center right here. Yeah, start building something. I don't think it's as big though. But probably shoulder hits. That's the easiest answer. Oh no, they got to it first. Okay, you're a little too obsessed with this group now. This group has an eye here and an eye here. Maybe two eyes here, maybe two eyes there. So it's very, very much, it's very, very alive. It's very much alive. So we don't need to keep playing on it. We should be playing a big move. Maybe here. Maybe an invasion. I like your shape here. Shape here was good. Here, it looks like you're poking out eyes, but the group is alive, so it doesn't really matter. Like, white can literally just ignore you. White's not going to die, so your moves are not quite Sentai. Okay, you're playing a reduction. It's possible. Possible. Ooh, your opponent's going for a big attack. Nice. Dive in and then run away. Dive and run. Like poke your toe a little bit more and be like wiggle with your big toe and then run away. I don't know, that didn't make any sense. It made sense in my head when I said it in my head, and then I said it out loud and I'm like, this makes no sense. But yeah. Okay. Maybe here. Maybe here. Okay. Thank you for the follow, the Fireland.
Just followed.
Okay. Oh, we got him! We got him! There we go! You lived in a very nice way. Very, very nice. And we're threatening the corner. And they didn't respond. Oh, GG. You won the game. Very, very nice. Uh-huh. Now they're desperate. Yeah, perfect. Oh, no. Almost perfect. This one. Yeah. This one. You say comeback. When were you losing? You were never losing. You had this entire section of the board. White had a dragon. Now, you over-attacked the dragon, so you could have been winning by more, but I don't think you were ever losing. Connections are great. Okay, this move makes absolutely no sense. This looks like a misclick. I'm assuming you were like, I'm gonna play a monkey jump, but this is your territory, not your opponent's territory. So you monkey jumped yourself, which makes no sense. So this move makes absolutely no sense. It was a misclick. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, so don't misclick. Not good to misclick. Yeah, you crushed them. It is a 14 cube versus 17 cube, so I guess it makes sense. Yeah, very one-sided game. Very one-sided game. So very nice. If I was to say anything, I would say you spent too many moves attacking the group after it was alive. Other than that, though, everything looked pretty good. Who is next? Who else would like a game review today? All right, Mixo. Download. Yeah, Sensei. Add game. Upload. Upload. My cat is meowing like crazy. Hello, Sergeant Toasty. All right, are we reviewing for black or white? For black. All right. Oh, and actually, shout out to my lessons. I am seeking students. So if you're interested in buying lessons on a monthly basis, or if you are interested in buying a bundle pack for 3 to 6 months or 6 to 12 months, yes, Matt, you can just send them here, and I'll leave it tabbed. You're reviewing for white, okay? Yeah, if you're interested in lessons, you like my teaching style, and want me to get more in depth on your games, please check them out. This is okay. I prefer this one. It's simpler. Any tips on what to do if you build for influence, giving away corner, but then they just smack stone right to the wall, forcing a fight? That's exactly what you want to happen. That would be like the ideal scenario. So let's say white plays here. Okay. White says, I want the points, and you say, I want the influence. Okay. This is what the star point wants. Okay. This is exactly what the star point wants. So we play. Okay. And let's keep going. Let's actually play this all the way out. And you're like, okay, what do I do if they just smack a stone right here? Right? That's the question. What do I do if they smack a stone right here? Well, this would be a very ideal scenario for black, because this wall would love to attack something. The entire purpose of this wall of a framework is to say, I will have the advantage in the fight. So you have to ask yourself, if I pincer right now, who is the weaker one? Is it the A group, the B group, or the C group? Which piece is the weakest piece? So I think it should be clear that the B group is the weakest piece, which means if both players play in this area, black should get more than white. Okay? As an example, let's just say I play like this: peep, jump, 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 jump. Okay? This is a bad example. Technically, we should be a lot more aggressive. But let's say I just play like this. Da 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 da. Technically, this one's a little bit better. Da 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 da. Notice how white is not ever really getting an advantage in the fight. Now, there are shenanigans that white can fight with, so it's not going to be like easy for black, but the idea is white should get less than black on this section of the board. Okay? You want to attack them. That is how you play this. You want to attack them. So on this section of the board, your job is to get this much in Sente. So what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, not even 8. So 7. You've already gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6, 7. So you've already made up what the corner is worth. So you only need 7 points from this attack. You could literally just be like, okay, attack me. And now just completely focus on defense. Maybe you go like this. All right, maybe you go like this. White is floating. White has no foundation. You have already made your 7 points back. And now white has a weak group. So that is the concept. Now let's talk about actually implementing it. The first thing you need to do is you need to make B a weak group. Fair way to share Fox games. You're going to have to download them. Download them from Fox and then upload them to OGS and send me that link. You can also upload them to AI Sensei and I can download it from there. Just the idea is you have to download them and upload them to get a link. The first thing I did was I unsettled this white stone. Because if I just play defense, if I just say I'm going to make a base or something, white can just jump back and now you've lost a lot of initiative in this fight because white now has a foundation. Okay, that isn't what you want. So the first thing you got to do is you got to recognize that this stone needs to be a weak group, because if it's weak, then your wall is strong. If it's strong, then your wall is weak. Okay, so again, if I just play here and white plays here, if the A piece is strong, B has no base. But if the A group is weak, B can survive while leaning on A. So we have to make it weak first. Then if we want to, we could just stay on the wall if we want. We could literally just start playing on the wall, from the wall. As long as we don't let white just immediately get a base. Okay, so we stay on the wall, and then we keep white baseless. White runs away, we stay on the wall, or whatever, maybe here. And as long as white doesn't have a base, we can defend ourselves in Sente. Okay, so the first thing is we have to unsettle B, and then we can fight from the A side, from the wall. Unfortunately, there's not going to be a one sequence Joseki. This is going to be middle game tactics. I think a good variation for this particular use case is to remember the tiger's mouth right here, because you can connect under very easily. It's a very, very nice shape, and if they cut you, you have a very nice follow-up to the corner. So I think that would be in this use case. But that's kind of the overall concept. For anything more specific, I would need the game position. So game reviews is how you improve your attack and defense. But the theory is you are going to attack this stone and make profit. You should get the advantage in this fight, so it is good for you if they get next to a wall. That is the big thing. And then you just have to improve your attack and defense with game reviews. Okay. So we are reviewing for black. This would be a nice spot to get. Technically, this is how you finish the bottom. It's a little bit slow, but we're 11Q. So having a very solid position is nice. But okay, this move isn't bad. This move isn't bad. Let's actually check your performance. Okay, opening 77, 74. Very, very nice. Middle game 21. That's about what I expect, I think, at this level. End game 59. Very nice. Entire game 47. Pretty good. Pretty good. Review right. Sorry. I remember you corrected me on that. Yeah, low. Ooh, a Tanuki. So the classy approach says respawn, and we would just pincer. But we can ignore this approach. That's perfectly fine. But the classy approach would say to respawn. Okay, make a nice combination. Very nice. Settling your base. Very nice. All right, now we got to deal with that top side. What are you going to do? Making it bigger. I don't know if that's the right idea. Okay, why are we kicking? We need to get to this large framework right here. This section right here. It is becoming very large. We need to get in there. I would like something. Notice how this wall right here doesn't have a base yet. I would like to do something that takes away the base. So they unsettle me, I run away, they run away, I run away. Notice how I've destroyed half of it doing that. Okay. Oh, dang it. Are you subscribed? Crap, you're not subscribed. You're going to be in an ad. Okay, subscribers, questions. We got to fill up 3 minutes of conversation. Question time for the subscribers. Who has questions? Who has questions? While I wait for the ad to finish. Oh, you don't have ads. Okay, cool. Ooh, that's interesting. Touch Nobi seems reasonable. Hi, cats. I'm teaching right now. I'm sorry. Okay. This is not the big move by any means. So this is a perfect time to ignore and go in. Perfect! Hey, look at you go! Look at you go! Shape-wise, I think this would probably be the follow-up. This would be the shape. No, I think you're fine. I think you're fine. Because Classy Approach says, one stone touch, one stone, you want a Novi. If you wanted to be a little bit more defensive, you could have gone this way. And then when they stretch or do this, then you could have gone in one step sooner. But if they're this way and you do this, they might just cut off your corner. So I think the issue is if you think you spent too many moves, then it's this move's fault. You should have gone here. This is interesting. This is not connected. There is no connection. We're not strong enough to use Sabaki yet. So maybe don't do it on the 5th line. Maybe just go here and run away. I don't think we have the shapes. That one was an elephant's eye, not a knight's move. Kayama's a knight's move. That one was an elephant's eye. Yeah, maybe you just start on the 3rd line. Because this one is possible. Like, it's not bad. But we don't quite have the follow-ups for it because we want a Hane, but there's a ladder right here. However, what if we peep first and then Hane? Then if they cut us, we have the other ladder. We switch directions on them and be like, haha, gotcha. We could do that and then make a tiger's mouth. That would be interesting. Yeah, technically, hello Rikiki. Technically, we do have a cutting point, so it's a little uncomfortable, but not the end of the world. Technically, this is okay. But it is getting to some shapes that we don't quite know at this level. This is a knight's move. We're getting into sketchy territory. Maybe jump. Oh boy, let's see how you handle it. You're getting cut apart now. Yeah, your moves are kind of all over the place. Okay, technically it's not the end of the world. You still destroyed half. You destroyed this chunk. You gave them this chunk, which is a little bit bigger than they should have got. But you still destroyed half, so it's still possible. Yeah. Definitely made a mistake up here. Touch Nobi. But it's not the end of the world, it's still playable. Okay, the reason this is so annoying is because you lose the foundation of all of this. Like, this is really, really annoying. Like imagine I go here to threaten the connection. I go here, which threatens to do stuff like this and like this. And then you can do that, and then I just start doing that. The way to wreck this position, if you give me all of this, I can just wreck this right side. That's because you didn't know. Touch Novi. Good shape equals easier stuff, easier follow-ups. Nobi for the windmill. Windmill the crosscut. I would be a little scared because of the Aji here, but maybe it's possible. Maybe it's not bad yet. I'm nervous. I'm nervous about it. Hey, you were too. Wait. You made the ladder shape first, and then you defended. Hold on. Don't do that. Let's see. Does the ladder work for Black? I think it does. It definitely does. Yeah, the ladder works for Black, so you just lose your stones. Yeah, this is... You gotta know, but you wouldn't know. You literally gave them a ladder, and then they just kill you. They didn't kill you, though. Interesting. Huh? I guess you're getting weak up here, but you can't just abandon your stones. So I don't like this. I don't like this. I feel like you played a Hane and didn't have a plan for the cutting point, and now everything's falling apart because you played a cuttable shape without a plan for the cut. I think that's the big issue here. If you back off once and then go, then the cut is actually very easy to read. So I think the problem is you played this Hane and you had no idea what to do about the cutting point. And then everything started falling apart. That's okay. The easiest response would be to go here, because it gives you a tiger's mouth if Black pushes. So it's a nice little shape point. This is probably okay. Okay. Don't let them out. This is technically not a living shape. I lied. It is a living shape. What if I go here? This creates a capture race. Do I win the capture race? No. I do not. Okay, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. This might be right. What? Why? Why did we do all this then? Maybe cut. Careful! You're not connected right here. These 3 stones are not connected yet. Seriously, what's wrong with this move? Why not save the cutting stone? I don't... Well, that's because territory is a lie. And like the stronger you get, the less territory there is, because you learn all the invasion tactics. So the stronger you get, the more you'll realize like there's invasions everywhere. Like for example, this corner looks good, right? But what if I play here, 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 and then expand my space you block? I play here, here, threaten the cutting point, and then I'm alive. This is an extreme case. So just by playing this peep, I might take this corner. Yeah. Then I might play here and then try to get you to play the Nobi. And if you play the Hane, well, then I have this, that, and it's alive. The stronger you get, the more invasion opportunities you have. But here, I don't like that you just gave up the cutting stones. Yeah, I don't like that you gave up the cutting stones. That's too nice. Yeah, I don't like this at all. You did fix the right side, though. That's good. The right side is now good. You have this glaring cutting point in the center, though. I'm sorry. So this is kind of funny. My wife sent me a text, and I responded to let her know that I was streaming, so I can ignore her. And I said streaking instead of streaming. And so I said streaking meant streaming, maybe both for all you know. Because of the autocorrect, I mistyped streaming. It said streaking. What about this cut? What about this cut? Just stay connected. Uh-oh. But no, because they get out right in here, though. You still have to play this one. Oh, dear. Listen, honey, it was a sub goal. Yeah. It was a sub goal. Hey, you know how, so I could be like, hey, how do you think I'm going to afford this new car payment that we just got? Right? Sub goals, right? Yeah, we just bought a new car. Unfortunately, it was not something that we chose to do, but something we had to do. So it's really unfortunate to get a car payment all of a sudden, but we did get a nice car. I like our car. Found a very good deal. But unfortunately, our car broke, so we had to buy a new car within 48 hours. So it went from, hey, something's wrong with our car, to we have to buy a new car, to, okay, we bought a new car. Cool, now we have a new bill. Yay. But we have a nice car. Yeah, that was my last 2 days, was buying a new car. That's why I didn't stream yesterday. Yeah, kind of sucks. Yeah, this cutting point is kind of like my car payment. It hurts. I love our car though. Our car is really nice. We have a 2023 Kia Soul. Only 7,000 miles on it. Pretty good. Do I rank up other players' accounts? You're gonna have to be more specific. Well, that's like literally against OGS terms of service. So I'm not doing that on stream, that's for sure. I have done it for Go Club members on Fox to help them get some practice games, and I've also done it. I've done it to get practice, not other people's accounts, but I've made a weaker account to get practice facing weaker players to learn how to attack properly or practice my attacking. That's something I've been doing. No. Here's the thing. If you are hesitant because of the rank, go D-rank. D-rank that account. If that rank is preventing you from playing games, it's better to get rid of the rank. Yeah, don't ever let that rank prevent you from playing. It's better to lose it. I would rather D-rank than to not play. This is very greedy. You are saying, I'm going to attack your cutting point while you are dying. You are dying. There's a cutting point because Night Moves are cuttable. You're dying a lot now. Now you're dying with several things. All of this is dying. All of that is dying. Why are we over here? We need to connect our crap and like fix here, start connecting our shape. We gotta start fixing stuff. We're gonna die. Stop attacking the opponent when you're gonna die. Because you're actually giving black stones to attack you with. Oh, you're giving it up? You can't give this up. You can't just give all this up. Well, hold on. How did the bottom right not connect us? I missed that. Oh, because black played Nobi instead of a jump. Oops. Okay, this one you can save because it threatens a cutting point right here. This one can be saved because they have to fix, and then you can go back and do all this stuff to not die. So that's the one you actually can save. We're still playing cuttable shapes. Still playing cuttable shapes. Your shapes are too cuttable. Stop. This is exactly why I say don't play Sabaki till 5Q. You are like too willing to just let half of it die. This is too big to Sabaki. You can't Sabaki the whole thing. This dragon is too fat. He is eating all your food. And if he dies, he's gonna die in front of the cave door, and you're not gonna be able to access any of the gold behind him because he's so daggum fat. He can lose the tail. The tail won't block the door. But if the whole thing dies, it's gonna block the door or the entrance to the cave, and you're not gonna get any treasure. This is cuttable. This is cuttable. I see cutting point. Everything is cuttable. Oh, there we go. Now we're getting cut. What? No, don't fix. Don't you do any of that bull crap. Go live. If they take, you take back. It's not a cutting point. Hello, Sunday. Sunday estimated. That's kind of funny, but also, like, I kind of get it, but I also kind of don't get it. That is a wasted move. You're too busy almost being dead. It'd be different if it was you were. I guess you're threatening a cutting point, but like, I don't know. Maybe it's fine. Maybe it's 1 point, Sente. What do I know? I don't care as long as you don't die. Tiger's mouth. Tiger's mouth. I would say that's one of the things you are struggling with really hard is you are not playing connected shapes. Your shapes are a little bit cuttable. This is incredibly optimistic. You really think this piece is going to live? Yeah, that was incredibly optimistic of you to think those would live. Monkey jump! Monkey jump works here, but this one's better. If you can play on the higher lines, it's usually better. But monkey jump's like, it's okay. What if you peep first and then monkey? You can do even more damage if you peep first. Is this Sente? This doesn't do anything. Like, everything's alive. Black responded, but like, if I ignore you, all you get is this one Atari. I don't die, right? Nothing's gonna die. So why are we worried about 1 point? Hey, second line, second line. That's where we want to be. That's where we want to be. Oh, you said this lived, didn't it? Oh, no. Oh, no. It's still not alive. Okay. Oh, no. Ah. Here, 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 here. Yup, yup, yup. So, more life and death problems. This is not a good in-game move. Block. Block the monkey jump. This one is really large. This one is also getting really large. No, it's not. That's how you die. That is how you die. I'm kidding. Don't do that. Why? I know what they're trying to do, but you have two eyes, so they're wrong. They're hallucinating. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Uh-oh, you fell for the thing. You fell for the trap. You can't do this with the tiger's mouth. And there's a tiger's mouth right here. You cannot do this. Because I go here, you take. I go here, you connect. I go here, you have to fix, and I'm alive. Whoopsie daisy! If you try to take the eye, I cut you, and you die. So your only option is to make it a ko, and that's really good for black. When you have this tiger's mouth, you have to Nobi, and then you get this. Have to do that. Fun fact, I lost to this shape one time, never forgot it, and won with it 3 other times after that in the next couple years. So I learned it, I lost to it once, and then I won 3 games with it in the next several years. Ah! Why? This is not alive. This is the double Atari. This isn't even a ko. Ah! Yeah, your life and death is screwing you over. Oh, that's so painful. Oh, well, that is unfortunate. Yeah, your life and death is screwing you over. Because you, okay, this one technically didn't screw you over, but it could have screwed you out of a corner. This one screwed you out of a corner. So 2 life and death problems that was worth like 40, 50 points. Yeah, but you have liberties. It's okay. So yeah, your life and death is worth like 40, 50 points if you level it up. You won't gain 40 points, but you'll stop losing 40 points if you level up your life and death. Why? You're not an Atari. This is a wasted move. Did I like here or something? Da 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 da. Is that it? I think that's it. Good, good. Yeah, okay. GG. Hopefully you found this review helpful. Okay. Next we have Ojongjong versus Adora. Can I do this one instead? Okay. Wonder what Hojongjong means. It sounds funny to say. No, I know how to say it. What does it mean? It is a personal name, meaning may vary depending on underlying hanja, Chinese character used. Correction or correct in English. I guess it's a name that means correct. Maybe it makes more sense in Korean. I don't know. Maybe it makes more sense in Korean. Oh, maybe. Okay, we are reviewing for white. Crap, did I close the game I wasn't supposed to close? I don't know. Did I close someone's game by accident? I don't know if I did. Okay, looking for white. Da 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 da. New. Open sides. Top side, right side. Probably top side. This is not important because they have to do that before they can take your base. And if they pincer you, you can do this, which takes their base. They try to do all this shenanigans, then they can be pincered. It's also this response. Which can do weird stuff. But this Aji exists, which means I can go something over. This is way too complicated for this level. Just go here, I guess. Just go here. This is the easiest. This is the easiest. They have to make a base, and then you get somewhere else first. And if they go somewhere else, then you can pincer. That's probably the easiest response. This one doesn't really help you because I still have an invasion point. It's a 3-space jump. Okay, okay. This is kind of an old-fashioned move. Approaches are better nowadays. They're more active. Okay, interesting. I'm assuming it's 10 to 12Q from the opening. What is the rating? 18Q. Okay. %58% of the open. Oh, it's 62. It's okay. 35. About right. Uh-oh. Oh, missed something very, very important at the end game. Whoops. Okie dokie, okie dokie, okie dokie. Yeah, this is the easy response. I would cut, because I think it's very important to cut A from B. If A is weak, C is hard to kill. If A and B are weak, D is hard to kill. So if we play something like this, becomes a lot more natural. And if you play something like this, you can attack like this. But here, what if I just connect? What if I just literally just connect? Because now the A stone's by itself. Connect! Connect! Connections are better than tiger's mouths. Cut. It is very important to cut off A so B is stronger. Yeah, these are wasting moves. And now you're wasting moves. None of this is important anymore. You're just giving black territory right now. There we go. Now we've done something. Okay, and now surround it, probably like this. And now your A stone is much happier. This is possible, but it leaves more Aji for black. Leaves more weaknesses. Literally what happened in the game. That's funny. Hello, Moth. You don't need to do this move. You just need to surround them. Because if they take, you just take back. This kind of feels bad to do. It's Sente, but like, I don't know. Can I help you, Cat? You just want to be in my lap? You just want to be in my lap? I am trying to do streaming stuff. Just trying to get my attention again. Okay, trying to surround is good. Trying to surround is good. Okay, you're gonna have to get on my lap. I'm sorry. You are too distracting. You are too distracting. Also, your nose is wet. You got hair all over me. I think you have to come back. But then they just go here. Crap, I don't know how to surround this. Maybe diagonal. Maybe that's the best. Yeah, but this doesn't cut unless they do that. Did any of you watch my NAOL reviews this week on Wednesday? There was a move when I was like, this is literally impossible for black to live. And then white Tanuki and Atari. And the entire thing got captured. And I said, I stand corrected. I thought it was impossible, but then they put 10 stones into Atari and they ignored and let the 10 stones die. So it's kind of like that. Not as obvious, but basically black was supposed to just cut. And it's pretty difficult for white to play. It's also difficult for black to play, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's difficult for black too, but it's not easy, right? But if they just do this and you just connect, now black's just dead. You can, I guess, but I got a couple people in front of you. Or I think I got someone else in front of you. All right, so this is a life and death problem. This means you are not doing go problems, because when you play here, they just make life. They are alive. Instead, you must Atari, and take the second die. That is how you kill this entire group. Now this entire thing is whites. All of these pieces are dead. Do not underestimate the value of a life and death problem. Oh, they messed up. That's convenient. Ah, but what if I do this? I guess that's okay. I guess it's okay. Careful. This is getting into problems. Looks like you're still okay, but it's getting really close to having issues. Yeah, I think the safest bet is just to capture this cutting piece. Okay. Just capture the cutting piece. Everything's going great for white. Nothing will backfire if all the cutting points are good. The biggest thing to watch out for when there's a dead group, okay, there is a dead dragon in here. The biggest thing you have to watch out for is the cutting points bringing the dragon to life. Okay, the cutting points on the pieces that are capturing a dead group are very vulnerable if there's a dead group inside. Okay, so you're kind of just wrecking black. This shape is a little bit better because it's the tiger's mouth. Nah! Cutting points! Connect. Ah, the left side hurts. I don't know what black can do. I'm at a loss of what black's gonna do to win this game. White has to like miss an Atari or something to lose. You can still kill that. That's not Sente. That doesn't do anything because it's a Salvatore. They have to connect, then you connect. Ah, it was a false co-threat. You responded to a false co-threat. Yeah, easy one. Easy one. Nice, nice, nice. All right, so if black is 18Q, I would say you're 15 to 12Q maybe. Your cutting points still have a lot of issues. Your life and death is also a little bit missing, maybe. Actually, no, you know what? No, because I think this is very obvious. I think this could be very obvious. So I think your life and death and your cutting points. Also, you are a little too comfortable with these big jumps for your base. In the opening, you do the same thing. Yeah, these big jumps. How much to make you review the flying knife? I got cat hair all over my face. Review like your game because I don't know it very well. There's a lot of variations in it. So I don't know. 62, pretty good. 35, okay. Yeah, just end game is life and death stuff. Okay, next up we have Hydro and Matt. Yeah, playing too fast can definitely hurt. Habits are important. I have a game where I'm up 20 points after the flying knife and lost. I mean, if you want to submit it, you can submit it. Okay, you are white. Ba-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-da-ba-da-dum. Let's see, we're 3Q? If they play one space jump against the Tiger's Mouth, just peep and Tanuki. Like here or here. You don't have to respond to that. At 3Q, you don't have to do that. Why not Pincer? The top side's clearly more interesting than the left because this is on the third line, right? Blue move! Ah, long pincer, huh? Yeah, lots of the pincers are okay. It looks like your move's fine. Like, it's clearly fine. This one feels slow. Maybe here? Actually don't know what to do. Shoulder hit, huh? Basically start building the center. Yeah, start building the center. Okay. 3-3. What do I want to do on this board? I'm kind of picturing a white piece right here. A white piece is right there. Which variation do I want? I think I would play here. That looks decent. Yeah, okay. Anyway, this is my idea after looking at it for like 30 seconds. Let's see what you came up with. Double honey, okay. That's fine. Black didn't play this one, which is interesting. Because this means you have a nice invasion point right here. And this is okay. I want to say the opening is your level, but you could probably level it up another like 5%, I think. Wow. 93% shows what I know. Clearly I am wrong. Clearly I am wrong. Your move's the blue move. Blue move, blue move. Wow. Wow. Looks like one space. No, that's black. Wow. Wow. Shows what I know about the opening. Screw me, man. Oh, wow. Okay. Shows what I know. This is why we check with AI. I want to say just let them connect. But this literally might be bad. Okay, it is bad. It is bad. It is bad. It is bad. Stop having ideas, Classy. I think the Joseki's here. Something like that. I want to say the pattern, but I don't know. What do I know? Okay, so this should be an opportunity. Okay, good. You're attacking the bottom. I think you'd capitalize on the opportunity. Ignoring a touching move, are you? You can also go here if you want it to be more Sentai. But you're going to ignore the touching move. Why are we ignoring the touching move? This feels very free. That feels free. Yeah, AI is too good. Aha! I finally got a blue move, guys. I finally did something right. Apparently this is really big. This makes sense, actually. This makes sense. Okay. The reason this makes sense, if I live in this corner, this entire black group has no extension this way and no extension this way. And this is actually something I know, but I just didn't recognize. If the star point cannot extend in either direction, take the 3-3. Take the 3-3 if it can't extend in both directions. Yeah, I didn't recognize it either, but that's what it means. I really want this exchange first. But this is just my low-donness talking. Windmill! Ooh, cutting point offer. You are offering me a cutting point. I think I'll accept. I think I will accept that offer. It looks like you did. This shape should be better. Because it's a double tiger's mouth. Uh-oh. No, you're still okay. You are still okay. Ladder? No. That should definitely go to white. Hold on. Should definitely go to white. Yeah. Yeah, should definitely go to white. Oh, actually, I can't do the second one because if I do that, they can Atari right here. So I have to do this one. This also goes to white. We're good. We're good. If we weren't, what about going here? Anyway, I think this one's a little soft. Oh, it's 4-3. That is unfortunate. At least you get these 4 stones, though. But we lost these 3 in the center. That's not good. Oh, I don't think there's anything to do about it, though. Instead of J4. Maybe. I think there's a bigger problem. I think black getting this move in Sente really damaged your attack. So I think the issue is back here. Your shape, this move is like hurting you. So maybe just go here. Now black has less liberties. But I think letting black get this Nobi in Sente against this side, because you want to fix right here. So letting black get this Nobi, I think, is the mistake. It's not the end of the world, though. Okay, I want to say I like black a little bit. We also owe a move on the left because this move is peeping this spot. So we got to get there soon. I don't know if this is the biggest move. That should be Gote. It is not Gote. What? How is this Sente? That's such bullcrap. No, it's Gote because you just take... No. Just take the liberty. Just take the liberty. Because you take the liberty in Sente and then you go do whatever you want. I mean, you kind of did that, I guess. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. You did not, in fact, do that. Oh, crap. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. Abort mission. Oh, crap. Do you have this ladder? Oh, if you don't have this ladder, you don't have the ladder. Oh, no. What? Hold. Oh, he thought you would go here. Oh, he misread it. He misread it. He misread it. You can also do this. Oh, wow. Learn your ladders, guys. We're almost dawn level. Gotta know our ladders. Playing it out to see if you would mess up is a really bad habit. You really should not do that. Oh, wow. This still really hurts. It's not a crane's nest. This is still, like, almost game over. Yeah, this was a huge mistake. You could have at least gone here. Yeah, this was a huge mistake. This means you're not counting liberties. More capture rate skill problems for you. Fix. This is really big. Really, really big. Are you cuttable? You're not cuttable. You have plenty of liberties. It doesn't matter if you're cuttable. Taking O2 better than running all the way. O2. What? O2. What is O2? Fixing's not enough. Might not be. O6. Well, not if he can surround you in Sente. So if I go right here, they go right here, and I go right here, That's very damaging to the right side. With that being said, this is also very damaging to the right side, so they might have a point. Maybe they're both good for go for black. So maybe you're right. Maybe just take the liberty. Peep here first. This should be so game over. No, don't do that. Leave it and threaten to. I think just go here. You don't need to actually play this out. Did you resign? I mean, it feels game over, but you're not dead yet, are you? Black does what here? I don't know. I've seen AI live in stickier situations than this, but it's really hard to pull off. Maybe here. Doesn't work. All right, let's see AI magic. I don't know. Maybe even the AI can't live. Looks like this was better chances. Okay, I don't think you can live. I think you're dead. If the AI can't find life, I definitely can't find life. I think having a stone here would have helped, though. I think having that stone here would have helped. Maybe even go here. Yeah, I think that's not really that important. I think what's important is this move. This move, like, pretty much lost you the game. Because you thought it fixed and it didn't. Oh, this is true. I didn't think about this, but this makes sense. You should have noticed right here that there was a net. Right here, right here. You should notice that this is a net, right? So you have to ask yourself, do I want to let A die, or do I want to let B die? And once you recognize that's the question, it should become obvious that A is more important. So maybe like this. Because in the game, letting those 3 stones die gave a very nice position for black that looked at the rest of the board. It's easier said than done, but that's technically what you're supposed to do. Yeah. Tunnel visioning on the kill, I think, is what made it live. A little bit of shape issue as well. And then what sealed the deal was this one. What this means is probably when you are attacking something and it's almost dead, pause. You're about to make a mistake. Be very cautious with your shape, your cutting points, and your judgment. Don't let your bloodthirsty mess up your position. That's probably a mind control mistake. Be cautious about killing things. Very dangerous. Yeah, and hopefully you found that helpful. Replay one pro game a day from like the 1900s. Japanese pro game. One replay it on a real board once a day in the morning, maybe. Eat breakfast, maybe replay a pro game, and then go about your day. I don't have a specific pro in mind. Just pick games from like the 1900s. It's really good shapes in the 1900s. Oh, Moth is not a subscriber. They're in ads. Maybe 80s, 90s is fine. I mean, there's lots of interesting history to learn in all of them. 80s, 90s should be fine, but like anywhere in the 1900s, I think is still pretty reasonable. But 80s, 90s should have more about star points and stuff. I forget what year. What year did Goseigen and I think it was Dosaku and Goseigen. Oh no, Dosaku might have been Shusaku's era. But Goseigen's opening revolution. I forget what year that was. Was it 70s, 80s? Ah, my Go history. I'm lacking my Go history. Shusaku is always a good one. 1930s. Ah. Shusaku is always a good one. Takamiya, if you want to learn more about influence in Sanrensei. But other than that, no, not specifically. Yeah, I'm glad you found it helpful. Yeah. I don't know. I lost my train of thought. I didn't really like start playing Go until like 2007. So before 2007, it's a little hit or miss for me. Chochigen's also really good. Chochigen's also good. I never actually picked a pro because I didn't want to limit myself to a style. You can do that. That is a way to do it. But honestly, I just like replayed random pro games. Like I would just pick a random game and just replay it. That's what I did anyway. Yeah, make sure you're replaying it on a real board. It uses your kinetic memory by placing the pieces. You're using kinetic memory. I have limited myself to a style that I'm trying to break. This is true. Well, the good news is, I don't know if you're still in ads. I think the ad should be done. The good news is you played like a Dom player, so that's good. Opening was solid. Middle game, though, you got outclassed, unfortunately. Here you just got outclassed. And it looks like you didn't make it to the end game. Okay, reviewing for black. White in this game was human. We can check real quick. That doesn't take too long. Shinjiso. That's the one that is trying to like exceed AI on some moves, right? Yeah, he's stupid strong. Well, the graph is a little suspicious. %88 as a 1Q. Oh, that's a red flag. This is possible, but extremely unlikely. It's possible for a 1Q to do this, but that's really, really high accuracy. Just saying. This is at least Dawn level. Which server is this? Is this OGS? %84 endgame. This is a bit of a red flag. I could say it could be AI. It could be AI. Just say it might be AI. Even in simple openings, I haven't seen 99%. It's AI. There's no way. There's no way. This is AI. No human would play move 38. There's no way you play the blue move here. I might play some green moves here, but I don't think I would play the blue move here. This is AI. Whatever. This timing, you're not making a base, you're not peeping, you have a cutting point right here, and you're playing the blue move? No way. Whatever. The timing of this and the accuracy is crazy. F9 is not only a hard spot to find, but it's also the timing of it's really insane. I like the, I haven't heard that from Insong, but it sounds like an Insong thing to say, and I will remember it. Yeah, the fact that you're not, that white isn't like making a base, shoulder hit, pushing, and then star point or something, like push, star point or something. There's a cutting point right here that makes me nervous. But the fact of you playing it at this timing and you're playing the blue move. Well, no way. No way. And you ignore the pincer. None of the green moves right here. All of these are human moves. This move, no, it's totally AI. It's absolutely AI. Absolutely AI. So AI. It's just so AI. Yeah, no, this is totally AI. Move 38, right? Yeah, they do eventually. It's a bit slow of a process, but they do. Especially, like, a lot of the times an account will get flagged, and if they do it more than once, they just banned. So a lot of the times, like, it'll, even if it's just one game, they'll be like, okay, this is probably AI. They'll flag it and see if there's more probablys. But it's very obviously AI, so it might not even take more than one game. It might literally just be like, oh, this is obviously AI. And just either give them a warning or ban them. Because they might just give warnings before they do that. So, like, don't forget they might just still give warnings. But yeah, there's definitely people that interact with it. But not everyone has ban privileges. That was very obviously AI. That was really good. I haven't seen one that's been that obvious in a minute. I've seen a lot of potential AI use, but that one was very obvious. Um, I don't like this. This looks like black's in a suboptimal position. Maybe just 3-3. Is it 3-3? Oh, I closed the AI Sensei. No! AI Sensei, come back. Haha, it is 3-3. Booyah! And so, yeah, this 19, almost half a point. It's a good move, but it's like half a point. It feels very awkward. This move feels so awkward. Yeah, I like this idea. Hello, off screen. You can probably get here. It's okay. Maybe I guess it's slow. It might. This is probably my habits kicking in. Never mind. Fight. Okay. This is a classy move right here. This is a classy move, but that's part of the things I'm trying to get rid of because this gets you to Dawn level, but it's keeping me from Hide On. So this makes a lot more sense. It's more active. It's more fighty. Yeah. I don't think I would attack this though because you have a lot of Aji right here. So I think I would fight in the bottom. Paige would play here. I think Paige got classy habits. I think fighting with this piece rather than just playing a slow defensive move is probably more active. But I would not play on the right side. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 0-3 was the punishment. I thought pushing cut, but the pushing cut doesn't work. But 0-3 is like 0-3 is clearly the punishment. In hindsight. Well, I feel slightly better, but it's not easy. We don't have time to do this, do we? Black is not alive. Yeah, this is all good for white. White's probably up by like 4 points, maybe. $5.3. I'm getting so good at this. I'm getting so good at this. Yeah. Okay, so typically slide is more common nowadays. Or at least with AI, slide is more common. Because of crap like this. I don't think you can do this. This is really uncomfortable. Maybe here. I think you got to start counterattacking something, but this feels a little too tight with that many cutting points. Okay, all of this is apparently smaller than this. Yeah, I didn't recognize. Actually, I didn't recognize. My bad. I did not recognize that white left an opening against this group. This group right here is undercut by this stone. So if this cuts off white, it's also surrounding the white group. I did not recognize that, but that makes complete sense. So this was actually white made inaccuracy right here. Not inaccuracy. Yeah, and then it's an inaccuracy, a yellow move. White made a yellow move right here. Ooh, that's a tough move to catch, though. Yeah, Albert makes yellow moves pretty often. It's just hard to catch them. Oh, come on. This doesn't work. This one is easy to read. Yeah, this one. Maybe I'm wrong. This feels very easy for white, but maybe I'm wrong. Am I wrong? I don't know. Okay, 7.4 loss. I'm not wrong. Basically, take the free points and take Sente. Honestly, you probably just 3-3 now. It's probably green. Oh, it's a mistake. Oh, because this exists. You have to fix your shape in Sente and then go play the big move. That makes sense. That makes sense. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. I might have Tanuki'd and left this as well. I might have let white take my corner as well. I will say it's hard to recognize that the 3-3 is the move right now. I would probably play on the top left corner. It's hard to recognize that the bottom left is the big move now. I might play this one. Is this one bad? 1.4. Better than the game, but still not great. That's big. This is big. I'm surprised white isn't looking at this stuff, though. Maybe it's because it's so tight, but I think the AI will probably still say to, like, do it. So I really love destroying that left side. Really? Come on, you're always on me about destroying this. It's got to be because this is unlike, this is a 2-space jump instead of 3-space jump. Or the fact that all of these are 2 spaces and not one of them are 3 space. That's got to be it. Because normally it wants me to destroy that left side. That's got to be the reason. This has to be slow, right? Yeah, it's slow. Almost a 2-point mistake. This is way too slow. You can't let white get that corner for free. Can't let white get the corner in Sente. Oh, this is perfect. Right here. Easy peasy. You think you're an endgame. Are you an endgame? Maybe. I don't think you are, though. This bottom right corner is not alive. It's alive, I guess, but it's uncomfy. Nubi! Hane! And force them to take the stone. If you Hane... That's fine. Actually, it's fine, because the clamp works. Does it work? Because if I Tanuki, and you play here, I can go here. I think I'm correct. No. Says I'm wrong. Says I'm really wrong. Oh. What? Oh, because of the Moyo! Because we're not in endgame yet, guys! We're not in endgame yet! We still have a center to decide. Yeah, it is hard to think about, but you have to recognize you're not in endgame yet, and then you can find it. But if you think you're in endgame, it's hard to find. That's the problem, is the mindset. I think the issue is, if we're following Colossi approach, this section right here is bigger than one center square. So Colossi approach would also say to build the center. Yeah, Colossi approach would technically say to play the center until it's smaller than one square. Now, would I do that? I don't know. But the Colossi approach does say that. You're in trouble. Yeah, you can make it Dame, though. Ideally, you want to play it in Sente as a thing. Playing the center in Sente is kind of the key. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, I think you're still okay. It feels uh-oh, but I think you're still okay. But there's a large endgame move right here. So white has a large move right there. Hey, you went in. This kind of tells me, though, if you're going right here, you should have a feeling like maybe I played endgame too soon. Because this is not endgame, and you're doing it, you should have the feeling that I probably played endgame too soon. Oh, that's unfortunate. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you shouldn't do that. You should do this. I should have seen this move. H5 makes a lot of sense. I would probably play G5 to work with this piece. Because if you can get this going, You get that? What? No, that's 2 Gote. There really no life in here? Endpoint mistake, holy crap. Three-and-a-half-point mistake. Yeah, you're down by 25 points. A lot. This is interesting. Then H5. Oh, it was my move. Okay, my move's green. That's nice. I would play a green move. Woo! Oh, your move is blue. What? Stupid. I knew there was life in here. I'm wrong. It just a squeeze, I guess. That's so much Aji, though. That's so much. What is this? What? What is this? This doesn't work. This is a bad exchange if you don't follow it up. This is really, really silly because you didn't follow up anything, so you didn't gain anything from it. So it feels really silly. Okay, you did follow it up. Okay. This is a bad exchange if you're going to respond to it. Yeah. Looks like the three mistakes, I guess. Ooh, Dallin redeemed game review. Right here. You didn't notice the chance move right here. You wasted some moves in here. And then you didn't notice the Moyo right here. Those are probably the big areas. H16. Really? I don't think it's the big mistake. Yeah, not getting to the bottom left is big. So I would say H17. Who is... Who am I reviewing for? You were black. Okay. Man, one mistake? Okay, there they are. 100 moves without a mistake is pretty impressive. Did you play the variation? Did you play the flying knife? 0 mistakes. All right. Let's see. Let's see it. 96% pro level. Pro level. 99% definitely flying knife. Calling it now. No way that you played a flying knife. Oh, no way. Flying knife. Okay. You cannot get a 99% as an amateur without playing the flying knife. 96% middle game? Wow, you must have faced the 9-Dan Pro or something. 93% in game. Oh my gosh. Man, I didn't know you were facing a 9P. How'd it feel to face a 9P? Oh, did it? Can you guys hear me? Man, flying knife is crazy. I think you're the only one I know that can play the flying knife for this many moves accurately. I'm never playing the flying knife against you if I'm trying to win. Yeah, not really much you can do against perfect play. R19 was the way to live. One point difference. If you say so. I don't see where the 1 point is. I don't see where the 1 point is. Unfortunately, I think it's gonna have to be the last one because I have to go back to work soon. Yeah, I have to go start door dashing because fun fact, we had to get a new car, which also means I will not be going to the Cincinnati Go tournament, unfortunately. I unfortunately cannot afford to go to the tournament since we just bought a car. Let me refund. Let me refund this. Yeah, I'll refund that. Yeah, not breaking on the way to the tournament was very nice. Yeah, I have to DoorDash to make up these car payments. Unfortunately, my lessons are not making enough to pay for a brand new car. But if you guys want to support so I can stream more or do lessons, or you want me to teach you, please check out the lesson packs that I have on seansgogroup.com. I do teach Go for a living, and I guess DoorDash on top of it now. So if you're interested, please check it out. But yeah, I should be leaving here shortly to go out and get some work done. I'm just waiting for my ride to get back. Yeah, we got a nice car. Awesome. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. I know that I'm still planning to go to Chicago. Honestly, if I get like 2 or 3 lesson bundle sales, I'll still go to Cincinnati. But that would be in the next 2 weeks, which is unlikely. It would take like 3 lesson sales for me to go to Cincinnati. Lesson packs, by the way. Not just 3 lessons, but 3 lesson packs for me to go to Cincinnati. So I'm probably not going. Let's see. The next one, Chicago, is in November. You said you're sometime in August. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, in November, we should still be going. GMT plus 8, can't find a good time. I will work with you. I need to work. I need some work. GMT plus 8 to CST. Let's do time now. Come on, just give me a freaking thing. What time is it now? $3:24, 3 a.m. So, what is that? 13 hours. So, I know I have someone doing like 7:30 p.m. my time, which would be 8:30 a.m. your time. If you want to do a morning one, I could do that because I have someone else doing that now on Mondays. Yeah, if you wanted lessons, I am willing to work with you. I need the work. I am not in a position to be picky right now. But yeah, no pressure. If you want to get other options or get someone in Europe, I encourage you to check out Pol Gote. There's also some people in there. Honestly, might be stronger than me for the same price. But they don't have the classy approach. They don't have the classy approach. Yeah. For those interested, please check it out. I appreciate any consideration that you give it. Mostly it's just reviews due to time constraints, but some students do ask to play. So if you want to play during the hour, we can. But just know that it's only an hour, right? So if we play and it takes a whole hour, then I won't really have time to review it. But if someone wanted to play me in a game, like, we can. Usually I'll make it like 5 minutes so we have at least a little time. I haven't seen Incente in a long time. Did they change their username or something? Yeah, I think we'll just wrap it up with Q&As for maybe another 5 minutes or so. One non-Fox. That's pretty good, yeah. Okay, I will clarify. I want money, but I actually want you guys to do something. If you're gonna get lessons, please play games. I don't want to take your money if you're not even playing like 10 games a week. I love getting paid, but I really want you to get value in between lessons. Like, yeah, I think you need at least 10 games per lesson. So if you're not playing 10 games a week, please play games first and then get lessons. Yeah. OGS is hard, okay? I've been playing against OGS. I actually spent a week or two playing against 5Qs, 4Qs, and 3Qs to figure out what their weaknesses are. And it took a good bit, right? It took several games. I actually lost a couple out of like 20 games to figure out what their weaknesses are, right? Of like 20 games. Yeah, I can raid Zichen. They're quite difficult. But I will say they are... Oh, no! No! I'm not getting any drop frames. It's not on me. It's on Twitch. I have no drop frames. I have my KBPS went down for a second there. Okay, maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. I don't know. Weird. Maybe it is me. I don't know. Anyway. Anywho, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So the weaknesses for OGS players is between move 70 and 120, they will make a mistake. It is your job to outlast them with basics and capitalize on the mistake. It takes a lot of discipline and focus. Okay? It is very important to recognize that the players will play Dawn level for 70 moves. 5Q plus are Dawn players until like move 70. Yeah, you just got to recognize that they're going to be Dawn players for 70 moves. Good luck with the invading part. I'm still studying invasions with AIs, and it's really, really hard. I encourage you, if you are 7Q, really, really focus on that move 70 to 120. You are playing game-losing moves in that section, I guarantee you. Your job is to outlast your opponent. It is a stamina thing. You probably know, maybe at 5Q to 4Q it's a little bit more, but 7Q, maybe there's some basics you don't know, but most of your game is Dawn level until move 70, more or less. There's either something you just clearly don't know, or you are losing focus and not able to last 100 moves. Okay, there is a very big opening that is very hard to find between move 70 and 120. That is the difference between OGS Dons and Q players. If you just outlast them. Now, with that being said, there are some single-digit Q players that will play a very good game against you. Okay, sometimes it will just happen. Like, I think 1 in 5, 1 in 10 games, I played a single-digit Q who played like a Dom player the whole game. And I just won an endgame. Yeah. But I really think you should just focus move 70 to 120 and just have a decent endgame. As long as your endgame's decent. Doesn't have to be great. As long as it's decent. I have some tricks to invasions. Usually like approach fourth line, learn to attach to single stones, learn to make a peep and stuff. But I'm still working on the higher level invasions with the AI. It's one of the things that I have to learn, that I have to work on. Oh, and I forgot to pin this. I completely forgot to pin this, guys. My bad. But we are using Explore Baduk for anyone who did not know this server that we're using. It is explorebaduk.com, today's sponsor. So make sure you check it out. If you like my reviews, it is thanks to them that I was able to review. Okay, I think we'll go ahead and wrap it up here, though. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the reviews today. Thank you so much for watching. And I think we will raid Zichen. Zichen went live. So as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys were able to improve at least a little bit today. And with that, I will see you guys next time.